Right, our tributes are continuing to pour in for the late human rights lawyer Thulani Maseko, who was killed outside his home in eSwatini. He chaired the pro-democracy multi-stakeholder forum consisting of civil society groups which were working together to amplify the call for democratic reforms in that country. For more on this, we are joined now by Swaziland People Liberation Movement President Vusi Shongwe. We thank you for your time. I beg your pardon, is it Mduduzi Simelane? I beg your pardon. Thank you very much for your time and joining us today here on In Focus. First and foremost, let's give you an opportunity to air your tribute.
Thank you so much, Thabo, and good evening to all the viewers. I would like to say the whole country is under grief. The whole country is traumatized. The whole country is shocked. Our condolences to the Maseko family, the people of Luhlebo, the people of Swaziland, Pudemo, and the entire mass democratic movement for such a loss. We're really short of words. It is so pathetic. It is so traumatic.
Yeah. Place this in the context of the work that Mr. Maseko was doing as far as amplifying the voice that is calling for democratic reform in Swaziland, and the statements issued hours before by the king around dealing with those who are making such a call.
It is so sad. It is so bad. And we have no doubt that the state has gunned down one of our own. We really don't have doubt. To us, what happened last night, it's similar to what happened to the South Africans when Chris Hani was taken down. So, from our view, the king has taken down one of his victims, who happens to be one of our best, Comrade Thulani Maseko.
What was he working on at the time of his demise?
My brother, allow me to tell everybody that Thulani Maseko is the best person we ever had. Thulani Maseko is one who believed in peace and dialogue. Thulani Maseko has been the face of our struggle. Thulani Maseko is the one who has been able to be a unifier in all of us. Thulani Maseko is the only one who has been able to confine us to the 5-point plan that we are pursuing. He was the one who was able, in the midst of everything, to confine us to the Boksburg Declaration. So Thulani Maseko, to me, is the face of our struggle. That's why I am saying, really, this is the saddest moment in the struggle of all souls are equal, all souls are important, but the role Thulani Maseko has been playing, no one of us can equate to him in any way possible. He was always calm, he was always clear that the best settlement will come via some form of engagement.
Yeah. According to the eSwatini government, Maseko was shot by unknown criminals, and they are making a commitment that security forces have assured them that even as we speak, work is already underway looking for the killers. They would not rest until they have brought them to book. Do you have any confidence in that statement?
My brother, I am here in the wilderness because sometime in 2021, around May, I think other people can check my Facebook post, I appeared and told the people that I've got first-hand information that the king of Swaziland has bought some people who were supposed to assassinate me by then. So no one will lie to me, even if the state can stage this thing, even if the state can pull in some people that can plead and say we are guilty. No one can lie to me. No one can lie to the people of Swaziland. We are very certain. Mswati declared openly that who started this? Why is it so hard now that he is doing it bad? What else, what any more evidence do we need before we accept that the king and his regime are fully behind the assassination of one of our own, Comrade Maseko. So in short, let me put it categorically clear. No amount of lies will ever divert us from the mere fact that they were scared of Maseko. They wanted to eliminate him before we even go to the dialogue, if ever it is coming.
Yeah. What made him enemy number one? I mean, we know in 2018 he challenged the king in court for changing the country's name. Is that one amongst many other challenges that he had brought against the king?
I must be clear. Like I said, to me, I met Thulani way in 1995, and he has been resilient from then. And to me, the aspect of him being sober at all cost, the aspect of him being choosy in the words he utters from his mouth, the aspect of him being able to unify us to the unity of purpose has made him enemy number one. Mswati knows that we are all clinging together because Maseko has the ability to neutralize differences and bring us together so that we can have proper focus against the people's enemy, which is the regime headed by the royal supremacy under Mswati's face.
Does this stifle those efforts? Does this stifle the cause, his death that is, for democratic reform?
Does this
stifle the cause for democratic reform? Does this stifle the cause that which he stood for?
My brother, revolutionaries, they don't die. For the first time, I'm saying this statement with more confidence than I have ever said it. Much as the country is filled with grief, I feel the anger of the nation. I feel the resilience of the nation. I feel I've been flooded by calls and messages. Everybody is saying, Honorable Jim, if ever there was ever a time for us to unite, it is now. I think the slaying down of Comrade Maseko has clarified to all of us that we either find one another, stand together as friends, and win, or we polarize ourselves and perish as fools. So I'm sure to say that our people are standing resolutely and have seen and gained more courage to push even harder for the cause that Maseko stood for.
Yeah. What would be the best way and best form of honoring the legacy of Thulani Maseko?
You know, for the whole day, I have seen a number of statements from reputable organizations like countries like USA, political organizations in South Africa, human rights associations, and the people of Swaziland. I've seen statements all over. The best way is I'm pleading, especially with the able. It could be South African government, South African political parties. I'm pleading with them to convert the energy of the statements of support to practical commitment into assisting the people of Swaziland. Because I will say, how much of our people shall be slain by the king before SADC, before OAU, before Commonwealth, before South Africa as the South Africa and the SADC superpower economically, before they stand up and start walking the talk. Because for now, it's good just talking, but let's work on the ground. The best way of honoring TR is to please let us take the energy we are using in amplifying the call and put it into practical work of suffocating Mswati, of putting some kind of sanction against him so that he can feel the economic shrink, so that he can be grounded without moving around and making friends, having fun when our people are being slain back home.
Do you think he's the last of those who are going to be slain, or are you expecting that we will be getting reports of more such assassinations?
I'm truly pleading for targeted sanctions because of the very same question you are asking. Maseko is one of many. I am sure I have a tentative list that has been leaked, which moves up to 35. Mswati is targeting all the political leaders and influential people of Swaziland. You must take note that he first stopped lawyer Mngomezulu from going to Swaziland. So for now, Maseko is not the last, but Maseko is among the first to be taken down, and many are coming. That's why I'm saying, can please the people of South Africa, the organizations and everybody, can they please stand with the Swazis at this dire need time?
Mduduzi Simelane, he's the president of the Swaziland Liberation Movement. We thank you for your time. I want to quickly read a statement here in full, I suppose, from the government of eSwatini. They're saying, according to the eSwatini government, Maseko was shot by unknown criminals. They're saying his demise is a loss to the nation. His footprint as a human rights lawyer there as proof of his contribution to the country. He will be surely missed, it said in this particular statement. The spokesperson saying the country's security forces had assured government that they were already at work looking for killers and would not rest until they have been brought to book. Something, of course, that the president of the Swaziland Liberation Movement is completely disputing as false and saying he does not believe that would be true. Well, we'll be giving them a platform as well, if they do avail themselves, to clarify that particular matter. Let's turn to this.